It was supposed to be just another unforgettable evening on Ringo Starr's fall tour, a celebration of decades of music, joy, and cultural influence. Fans had eagerly anticipated his performance in Philadelphia at the TD Pavilion, tickets clutched tightly and memorabilia in hand, ready to see the legendary drummer in person. At 85, Ringo had been maintaining an extraordinary streak, performing with his all-star band for weeks without interruption. But just hours before the show, the unexpected happened. Ringo announced the cancellation of the concert due to a sudden health concern. Social media erupted as fans tried to process the news, a reminder that even the seemingly unstoppable could face challenges. Signs of change. Everything seemed normal in the days leading up to the Philadelphia concert. The tour had started on September 7th, 2024 in San Diego, and each of the 10 previous shows had gone smoothly, filled with fans singing along to Beatles classics and Ringo's solo hits. Backstage, the atmosphere had been lively, with camaraderie among the musicians and Ringo in his usual upbeat mood. Yet on the morning of September 24th, those closest to him noticed subtle changes. His voice was quieter, steps slower, and fatigue visible. At first, it seemed like a minor cold, easily pushed through, but these early signs hinted at something more serious that would ultimately alter the night's plans. The difficult decision. As the day progressed, Ringo's energy continued to dip. The vibrant spark that fans had long admired seemed subdued, and laughter, once effortless, was less frequent. Recognizing the severity, he consulted with his medical team, who warned that performing could worsen his condition. At his age, even minor illnesses could carry significant consequences. The doctors advised immediate rest, a difficult recommendation for someone who had spent decades performing night after night. Despite the heavy weight of the decision, Ringo prioritized his health, aware that continuing could lead to serious complications. By mid-afternoon, an official announcement confirmed the cancellation of both the Philadelphia show and the final performance in New York. Fans' immediate reaction. The response from fans was instant and intense. Thousands had already arrived at the venue, some traveling long distances, rearranging schedules, and planning their day around this single event. Many expressed frustration online, understandably disappointed by the last-minute change. Yet amid the disappointment, a wave of empathy emerged. Fans flooded social media with messages of concern and support, acknowledging the difficulty of the decision. This reaction reflected the deep, decades-long connection between Ringo and his audience, a bond forged through timeless music and shared experiences. Even in absence, Ringo's presence was felt through the understanding and compassion of his fans. A history of resilience. Ringo Starr's career is marked by remarkable resilience. This was not the first time health concerns impacted his performances. In 2022, several US shows were cancelled due to COVID-19, and in 2016, another tour was postponed for similar reasons. Such instances remind fans that even icons are human, subject to the same physical limitations as everyone else. Age and the demands of touring inevitably take their toll. Yet those who know Ringo describe him as someone who faces challenges with grace and positivity, approaching life with humor, optimism, and determination, turning setbacks into moments of reflection and growth. Prioritizing health. The decision to cancel the shows illustrates Ringo's commitment to his well-being and longevity as an artist. For a musician whose life has revolved around the stage, the choice to step back is never easy. The immediate concern for personal health highlights a broader lesson in balance and self-care. Fans were reminded that rest is not weakness, but an essential part of sustaining creativity and performance. Ringo's choice reflected both responsibility and foresight, demonstrating that longevity in any demanding field requires knowing when to pause, recharge, and respect one's limits while maintaining passion and dedication to the craft. The emotional impact on fans. For many, the cancellation was deeply emotional. Fans had anticipated not just the music, but the shared experience, the energy of a live performance, and the personal connection with a living legend. While disappointment was natural, there was also a profound sense of solidarity. Social media became a space for empathy, support, and reassurance. Messages highlighted the respect and care fans felt for Ringo's health, underscoring the unique relationship he has cultivated over decades. This response reaffirmed that his impact extends beyond music. Ringo Starr embodies a connection with audiences that blends joy, inspiration, and mutual respect. Reflecting on a storied career, Ringo's career spans decades, from his time with the Beatles to his solo endeavors and collaborations with some of the world's finest musicians. His story is one of endurance, creativity, and adaptability. Even with occasional health setbacks, Ringo has consistently demonstrated an ability to rise above challenges. Each performance, album, and tour reflects a dedication not only to music, but to fans and artistic expression. Moments of pause, like this recent cancellation, serve as reminders that resilience is not only about continuing relentlessly, but also about making wise choices to ensure that the music and the artist can thrive in the long term. Lessons in balance and renewal. The temporary pause in performances offers insight into the importance of balance, even for legends. Life and career are sustained through careful attention to health, energy, and personal needs. Ringo's decision exemplifies this philosophy. It is a model for fans and artists alike. Setbacks are temporary, and strategic rest can lead to renewed creativity and stronger performances. Ringo's story encourages reflection on how one navigates the demands of life while preserving well-being, demonstrating that prioritizing oneself does not diminish dedication, but enhances it, ensuring the continuation of joy and art for years to come. Anticipation for the future fans now look forward to Ringo's return with renewed excitement. While the cancelled shows were disappointing, the broader narrative is one of hope and anticipation. Ringo's ongoing commitment to music, upcoming tours, and potential new projects offer reassurance that the pause is temporary. His story embodies perseverance and purpose, showing that even with age and health considerations, passion can drive continued creativity. Fans are reminded that legends like Ringo Starr are not defined solely by uninterrupted performances, but by their wisdom, dedication, and the ability to inspire across generations. A life well lived. Ultimately, Ringo Starr's journey highlights a life lived with intention, creativity, and joy. Legacy is measured not only by achievements, but by the choices that sustain longevity and impact. At 85, Ringo's rhythm continues, steady and inspiring. His recent pause reinforces the idea that even pauses are part of a meaningful journey. Through careful self-care and enduring optimism, he continues to set an example for both artists and fans. Life, like music, has its ebbs and flows, and Ringo's story shows that true dedication embraces both performance and reflection, ensuring the music and the spirit lives on. Continuing the beat Ringo Starr's temporary withdrawal from performing is a testament to resilience, self-awareness, and the enduring power of music. It reminds fans that even the most iconic figures are human, navigating the same challenges we all face. His thoughtful approach to health and career illustrates the importance of balance, discipline, and long-term vision. As he prepares for future shows, albums, and collaborations, the message is clear. Ringo's legacy is alive, not just in the music, but in the example of a life well lived. The beat continues, unwavering, vibrant, and inspiring, reminding us that the rhythm of life and creativity endures, even when the tempo shifts.